Hi, crafty friends. Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm playing along with several friends for Simple Stories Saturday. This is a YouTube hop where we use our favorite Simple Stories products. Now, I'm also creating a layout for the Allison Davis Scrapbook Generation design team, so I will be using one of her cut files. All right, I've got several things on my desk here in front of me, and you can first see that I have these two pictures of Dale and I. So we had went to a Valentine photo shoot, and I think it was intended for kids, but the photographer went along with it and let us be part of it. And I thought these photos turned out super cute. I also have a white background there, and then I pulled several different collections. So I pulled this sticker sheet from the Simple Stories My Valentine, and I love this big banner. It looks like it's going to go all the way across my page, and so I want to use this big banner. There's also several other banner stickers in here, and I think I got this from when like a mystery box maybe or something. It was with my Simple Stories collections. This red and white polka dot paper is from the Simple Stories Heartstrings collection, and I think that will coordinate well. And then I also found this piece of paper, and this is from the Sunny Days collection. And I wanted to bring in a little pink since there's some pink in the banner, so I thought this would maybe coordinate. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. I keep all my Simple Stories bundled together, so I just flipped through everything, and these are the ones I landed on. And then in my photo, there is a wood grain background, so I was hoping that I could pull a wood grain paper from here and maybe use one of these. This is the Simple Stories Color Vibe Woods collection, and I bought this a while back, and I've used almost all of it. I only have a couple sheets left. So let me see what this would look like. Let me grab my photos here. And I like the wood grain, but I'm wondering if this is maybe too light. This is the type of wood grain that I do like to use, but you can see in the photo my wood grain is a little bit darker. So I'm going to pull out the darker wood grain and see if maybe what that's going to look like. I don't know that I would use this darker wood grain because it's really not my thing. I like the lighter tones, but I think for this layout, yeah, I think the darker wood, I like that it has like the smaller slats. So I think that's going to work better. So I am going to go ahead and cut some papers down according to the dimensions on the Allison Davis sketch. I'm using the 25 Days of Christmas Sketches, sketch number 12. Kind of ironic, right? I'm using a Christmas sketch for a Valentine layout, but it works. And so in the sketch, it had a big banner across the bottom, and look how perfect this sticker looks. I love it. Now there is like a little cutout part on one of these banner stickers, so I am going to have to fill that in. And I haven't decided if I want to make like a shaker or just put some pattern paper. Since I don't have a lot of that floral pattern paper, I'm wondering what that would look like filled in that little section. So I've grabbed a little piece here. Let me just see. I like that. I think if I put that behind there, I'm going to go ahead and cut this down. I think if I put that in there, it will look like this collection goes together, even though I've mixed and matched. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different collections, and I'm merging it all into one, and I think it looks good. So yeah, I like that. I like the florals there. Now, of course, in Allison Davis sketches, she has stitching, and I don't usually hand stitch. I do like adding my sewing machine stitching, but I think I'm going to take this and do some hand stitching. There was a little tab in the sketch back here, so I think I'm also going to bring that pattern paper in there as well. Okay, now before I get started with my stitching, I'm going to bring out this T-square ruler, and I'm kind of struggling with it. It's not the greatest T-square ruler. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll add some lines. I just want to make sure that I get my pattern paper straight on this white background. So I'm going to have the white that's going to separate it from the wood grain there. And so I'm just making some marks with my pencil, And now I'm going to go ahead and adhere my larger pattern paper. You can see there's not a lot of pattern paper here that I'm using. So let me go ahead and try to get this down. I want to get it straight. And then I will add the little strip of the floral pattern paper on there as well. It's kind of embarrassing how long it took me to get this all lined up and straight onto my layout, but I wanted it to be, you know, pretty straight. All right, so I'm happy with that. Now, since that one is straight, I'm just going to go in now and erase my pencil marks and put a little bit of glue on the floral pattern paper there, and we will get it glued down. Just bringing in my other ruler here to see if I think that looks right. And yeah, I think that looks really good. Okay, so I'll add the floral pattern paper. And then I will go ahead and take this and add some holes on here. Let me just kind of lay this out though to make sure I like the placement of everything. I'm going to go ahead and glue in this little heart pattern paper into the little square. I think it'd be really fun to put a shaker element in there as well, but I'm not going to do that today. I don't want to add too much dimension. I love this. I don't even remember this collection. I think I actually got this from Simple Stories website maybe, and I bought a whole bunch of sticker sheets. I think that's where I got it. All right, I did my stitching, and you can see here I used red thread on the red paper, and then I used a darker pink shade on the pink paper. I did struggle a little bit with my stitching. You can see here I've got a few little messes on the back, but I'm not worried about it. That's not going to show. And I decided that I wanted to mat this block here with a piece of red pattern paper. So I did go into my stash and pulled out a piece of red pattern paper. I just felt like it needed a little more definition to stand out on this wood grain. Now I've got my Omni Grip ruler here, and I'm going to go ahead and get this glued down. Add a little tape runner. And again, I want to get it centered, and I like that the Omni Grip has like how far I am from the edge and then how far I am from the top. I can just place that right in there. So I place it down, and then I think that it just doesn't look right. So again, I'm struggling with getting it straight and even on my page. So I am going to pick this up one more time and get this stuck down onto my layout. Now this is a YouTube hop, so be sure you check out the description box below for all those that are playing along for Simple Stories Saturday. And then I will have a link to the Allison Davis sketch collection that I used. Again, it's the 25 Days of Christmas Sketches, and I used sketch number 12. Her sketch files are amazing. They are a digital download, and I like to print them out and then put them in protective sheet covers and then add them into a binder. So the 25 Days of Christmas Sketches was a larger sketch collection, but it is well worth it. There are some great sketches in there. All right, so my two photos I've got on here, this was a mini Valentine photo shoot, and I think we actually got she only advertised that I would get 4 photos, but I think I ended up getting 6 or 8. And so I just chose a couple, and in fact, I reformatted these when I printed them because I print all my photos at home on the Epson PictureMate 400. They were actually landscape, and I cropped them down to portrait here, to the dimensions that were in the sketch. Now, I did not mat my photos in the sketch. It does show a photo mat, but I just liked the little white border, and I didn't want to bring any other colors in. I could have added pink maybe behind my photos. That would have been cute. But I'm going to go ahead and get this stuck down. Now, I do want to add some foam tape to the back of this sticker sheet, and I only want to add the foam tape across the top so that it's kind of has some dimension at the top, and then it'll just hang down. And can you believe that? I didn't measure that or anything, and I cut that foam strip the exact amount that I needed. Okay, that's pretty awesome. All right, I'm going to pull back the release paper here, and I'm going to get this stuck down. Oh, I love the way this layout is coming together. So quick and so easy. Now, I did do the stitching off camera, so that took a little while, but I actually went ahead and did the stitching on my lunch hour one day. I've been really stressed at work recently, and so this was super relaxing to just sit and not have to think and just do some stitching. So that's how I handled that. I'm going to add a couple more stickers here. Just a couple hearts as some accents. So we've got a couple heart stickers, and now I need to think about a title. So for my title, oh, and I found this sticker as well, and I think I might want to replace this pattern paper that I cut with this other sticker. So I'm going to bring in my powder tool, and what the powder tool does is it removes the stick off of any stickers so that you can move them around like die cuts. First, I'm adding a little bit of liquid glue in a few spots. I don't want this layout to come apart. You know, I did spend a lot of time making sure it was straight and even and all the things. All right, so I'm rubbing the powder on here so I can lay this up here to see how I like it. And I was trying to decide, do I want it on top of the photo or behind? And I don't want to take anything away from the photo. I don't want to distract from the photo. So I am going to go ahead and tuck this sticker behind. So I'll get this stuck down. And then I'm going to look through my acrylic title pieces and see if I can find a title that will work for this page. So I did find one that I liked. I found one from Color Cast Designs that says Love Us. And I showed you there a quick little snippet of a basket that I keep most of my acrylic titles in. I actually have 2 baskets, but I'm trying to use them up so that they will all fit in one. And then sometimes, not always, the Color Cast Designs acrylic title pieces have this protective backing on them. So I'm just using this little Cricut tool here, and I'm pulling back the release paper, and then I will add some glue. So the glue that I like to use on acrylic title pieces is the Nuvo Deluxe glue. I find that it dries clear and it has a really good hold. So if any glue seeps out along the edges, then you won't be able to see that. And it doesn't stand out a whole super lot because it's on the red, but I think it just fits, and it fits perfect. Off camera, I went into my MacBook on a Pages document and typed up my journaling and cut it into strips. And that's going to complete this layout. I love the way it turned out. If you've enjoyed this process video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. I do have a Simple Stories playlist that I'll leave linked at the end of this video in case you're interested in seeing any other videos. And if any of these products are still available that I used, I'll have an affiliate link listed down below in the description box. And I always appreciate when you shop my links, as I do earn a small commission at no extra charge to you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!